Welcome to the 3D Ghost universe, a place dedicated to 3D creation and 3D printing. In this video, I will finally explain the complete workflow in order to create something into Paint 3D, 3D Builder or Blender, and then to create the object in real life with your 3D printer. Let's start with 3D Builder, and then I will create a new scene and I will create for you a simple little house. So at first I had a cube, then I want to add a top on the pyramid. I will group the object and I will modify the size. Okay, it's now looking like a little house. Now that we have the global shape, maybe we will add some details. Okay, let's resize this cylinder on the Z axis. Okay. Am I satisfied with the result? Okay, I will group. Now I will add a cube in order to build a door. Okay, I will do a little bit of positioning and snapping right in the middle. Then I will enter a little bit. Okay, we'll go to the X-ray mode. Okay, no, it's snapping. I want it inside a little bit. And then I will be able to go to Edit and to Subtract. Okay, I have a door. Then I will add a cube once again, because I want maybe to create a window. Moving the object, okay. Snapping, positioning. No more snapping, I want to enter a little bit inside. Okay, X-ray mode, it's good for me. Once again, I will edit, I will subtract. No, before subtract, I will copy and paste the object in order to have a second window. Then I go to this object, subtract. Taking the other object, maybe I will add a new window right here. Subtract. Okay, I'm happy with the result. So now I just have to export it to save it. Have maybe a house, so I decide where I want to go into my project. And I will say it's house in 3D Builder. Okay, I can do it in 3MF. I will be able to print 3MF or maybe STL. Let's go with the STL. It's a really simple and classical way to have a printing object. I will save it. It's okay. So now I can find my STL right here, house in 3D Builder. I will open it into Cura. Okay, I have the object. I will check the size of the object right here. And it's perfectly matching with the size of my object right here. Okay, so it's good to be print. So now that I'm Cura, I can decide what kind of quality did I have to choose? I will choose the best quality possible, the super quality. I will not change anything for the moment. Let's say that my material is okay with this temperature, then I will slice. Okay, I have the time, I have the weight, I can have a preview about my printing. Am I okay with that? First layer, bam, 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 bam. It's okay, it's okay. Then you can see it right here. Maybe it needs a little support. No, for this kind of angle, very light angle, it will be okay. We will not need any support for the door and for the window. The part to print with a 90-degree angle is very small, but if I don't want to take any chances, I decided that I will add support. So I generate support. I have to slice once again, and then Cura will add some supports right here. And Cura decided that it's okay to have supports for the door. It adds some few minutes. I have to save to disk in order to save the G code. Once again, I decided where I want to find my G code on my computer. House in 3D Builder. Okay, I saved it. I can open the folder, and then the only thing that I have to do is to take the G code file and to put it into my SD card. And then your creation will be able to be printed. Let's go for the same operation, but this time with Paint 3D. So we have to create a new canvas. We go to 3D shape. Maybe we will try to create a house. Oh, a cube. Okay, for me, for the placement. A top. Yes, snapping tool once again. This time I will create one with a bigger top, a bigger roof. It's okay for me. Maybe a door, but this time I will work on a round door that I want to create all by myself. Okay. No, not satisfied with this shape, so I will try with the sharp edge this time. Excuse me, where is my shape? Oh, okay, it's here. It's here, so I can move it right here. Okay, the big door. Okay, with the snapping tool, and this time I will work with an outside door. It's okay for me. Let's go for creating a window. Okay, moving it side. Big window and a small window. Okay, look good for me. Maybe this one is very big, so let's try like this. Okay, I think it's better this time. Go back to DD, two dimension view. Oh, okay, 2D. It's simple. 3D. Okay. Okay, it's just time for me to export right now. But what I want to do is to have no canvas. Okay, transparent, and no canvas. Okay, so this time I can go to Save As, 3D model. Let's go for a 3MF because we will try. When we were in 3D Builder, we decided to create it in STL. This time I will create it in 3MF, and I will say, let's go to the same folder. Okay, it's here, and house in paint. Okay, it's saving. Let's go to the folder. Now I have house in paint. It's a 3D object, so it's defined to be open with 3D Builder, but I want to open it into Cura, so I just have to drag and drop this into Cura. Then nothing happened. Okay, it's quite normal, because if you remember what I said, there is no dimension on Paint 3D, so we don't have any information about the size of the object. So the best way to do it is to open it in 3D Builder. Here you have your very small object. So what we'll do is select all, group. Now we have a house, one piece object, and let's decide on the size. So maybe I think it was 80. So let's go for 80. Lock everything. I accept. Okay, now we have this house. So we have to open it in 3D Builder in order to resize it, and then we will be able to save it. And it's a good time for saving it in STL this time. So house in paint, STL, save it. It's okay for me. So now I can go to Cura, I can open a file. Let's go to the 3D object, to my folder. And then I will find house in paint. You can decide to have access to only the STL file. So well, here we are, house in paint. And then I have the model, but it's outside of the plate of the bed. So I have to put it right here. Of course, you have a lot of possibility to do it. You can do it handmade, but we don't care. Okay, it's here. So now I still have my last setting, so it's still in super quality. I think that it kept the fact that I want to have, no, it didn't keep it. I want to have support because of course I will not be able to print such a huge part with such an angle, so I will need to print some support. So let's go for slicing it. Okay, I need a little preview. I need my support, please. Okay, now I have the supports. So, I will undo what I did. I moved the house. My mistake. Okay, let's go to the preview now. And then you can see the house that will be print with all the support around because it's needed in order to have a good plain roof. Okay, I just want to show you something, and I will this time slice it without any support. Just you have to remember that with paint there is not huge precision, and as you can see, this is not exactly on the floor because if I go back to paint and to my shape in 3D view, As you can see, this piece, I don't know, it's not flat. So it's not flat, so it will not be a flat print. Okay, you have here layers that are not stick to the bed, and that's exactly why when I will generate supports, you will also have supports right here, because what you want to print is not flat. But it's okay, it's a fun house made in Paint 3D that now you can print. I have to export the G-code. Once again, let's go to 3D model, then house in Paint G-code. Open the folder and I have my G-code and it's ready to print. And finally, I will create one really quickly in Blender. Of course, with Blender you can do some very realistic stuff, so I will keep it very simple. So, I don't need the camera, I don't need the light, I have a cube, okay, perfect. I will open the shortcut viewer in order for you to see what I'm doing. So let's go back. I have my cube. I decided that I want to see the size. Okay, 2 meters. It's a big house, but we don't care about it for the moment. So now that I have the cube, I will decide to grab face, maybe to extrude it. Now it's big, it's okay for me. Once again, I will grab the face, I will extrude it in order to do the top. I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices that I will merge at the center, and then bam, I have my roof. Okay, now I will add a new mesh, maybe a cylinder. It's okay, resized it. Once again, this is not a tutorial, so if you don't know how to use Blender, you can see my you can watch my advices about really great playlists on YouTube to understand how to create into Blender, and maybe you will be able to follow some tutorial that I will soon put online, and you will discover how to use Blender. So the point of this video is just to show you how to export it really simply, and to explain to you that it's quick and easy to create something in Blender and to print it. So now I decided that I will add maybe a new cube, okay, because I want to do the door. Grab X, okay, we'll put it here. Grab Z, Y, okay. Grab this time on the Z axis. No, I want to adjust the positioning. So maybe I will try to work with the snap tool. Okay, it's snapping, it's good for me. Okay, now I have my door. I will create a new cube. I will scale it, grab it, get out of the snapping tool. Okay, once again, once it's out, duplicate it here. I will scale it a little bit for having a bigger one. Okay, I decided it's a mix between the two houses, because the roof is the same size, than the top, and this time the door and the windows will be outside. Okay, it's a mix of everything. Let's take a look. Maybe I want to create only one piece, so I will join everything. Okay, so now it's one object, huge side. I will scale it to the X in order to have, no. What I will do is that I will apply all the modification. Okay, and now I will scale it on the Z axis because I wanted something with 8 meters. Okay, as you can see, so I will apply the scale to all the axes. Okay, it's good for me. It will be huge, 8 meters. 8 meters high, but it's okay for me. So now I selected this. I go to File, to Export, and I will export it as an STL because I want to print it. So let's go for the STL. Once again, I will go to the folder where everything is saved. So now it's out in Blender. I will export only my selection because it's obvious for me that I want to export what I have on my screen, but maybe if I had others creation on this world, on this complete scene, I don't want to export it. So selection only, it's a good way to export it, and then export to STL. So now in my folder I have a new STL called House in Blender. So double click on it. Ultimaker Cura will be open. Okay, 8 meters, and I just have this. And you will see that it's not 8 meters, but 8 millimeters. I don't know why, but in Blender, when you are using dimensions, by default it's on meters. You can change that, but this is not the point of this video. But when you are working, it tells you that you are working in meters, but when you will open it in Cura or in 3D Builder, it will be millimeters. But it's not a big problem. We can resize it, so it's okay. We kept uniform scaling. Now we have our house. We decided to keep super quality with support enabled, and I slice it. This time Cura decided to create support in order to have really perfect edges right here. So now we have this house. We can have the preview of the print that we created into Blender. So now everything is okay. The last thing to do is today is to save the G code to the disk, and then by a simple copy paste onto a SD card or micro SD card, and you will put into your 3D printer, you will be able to print it. It's over, it's done.